Way.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Go watch the Toronto Raptors in this one as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. So with Holiday sitting on the bench, here's the group Billy Donovan has on the floor. Butler out there with Ayton. Then it's Cade Cunningham. Then it's Pippen. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position. And for Toronto, Thompson is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Damian Lillard. And Sabonis in at the center position. Here on opening day, and what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that off-season work.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Here is Lillard. Fires for three. Nailed from three-point land.
A downright lethal three-point threat is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now here's Pippen. To the paint. Wants to get into Jordan. And does. And you know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
Now, here's Sabonis. His last outing with 20 points. We played just over a minute here in the first. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Pass to Ayton. And a wide open look for Cunningham. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
George, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Butler with the ball. Excellent D there from George.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
By Butler.
And the great shooter.
Here's Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
Timeout. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Thompson. And the Bulls making a change also. Wagner's checked in for Butler. Here's Lillard. A beautiful reverse layup. Lillard's got 8 points.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Pippen kicks to Wagner. Here's Jordan. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Now, Wagner. Paul George missing from long range. Here's Cunningham. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Now, here is George. Still yet to score. And the basket by Lillard.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And George kicks to Porzingis. A miss that time would have put him up. And Wagner's got the ball here for Chicago. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Sabonis finds Lillard. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Lillard's got 14.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Cunningham passes to Jordan. Right block shot. That misses off the backboard. The Raptors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And the basket by Lillard.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Cunningham looking it over. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 5 on the clock with the fadeaway. Bank shot, no good. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Raptors out in front, leading by a point. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unmatched their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
We've got Daniels. Jones is out there with Sabonis. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Grimes in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players.
Well, such aggression from Cam Thomas. We're accustomed to that. He uses that up fake to get that defender in a bad spot.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Thomas.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And both free throws good for Thomas. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
Free throw, good Butler.
Boy, at his best, Jimmy Butler is a versatile scorer inside and outside. But what I will most remember him for is competitive toughness.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Grimes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Cunningham with it. Picked up by Thompson. Vucevic a screen on Thomas. Bridges. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Thomas. No good on the three. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Here's Butler. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They grab their own miss. Thompson with the bucket.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Bridges dishes to Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass. Cunningham's got 6 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
And the Raptors making a change. George is checked in. Pippen's checked in for the Bulls. Now Daniels. No scoring in this one. Outside, George. Thompson, a screen on Wagner. Just 4 to shoot. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Raptors lead by 3.
And keep an eye out for George from deep. Tons of room to grow there.
Cunningham kicks to Vucevic. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Sabonis. Thompson outside. Outside, Sabonis. The 3 from George. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Upside, Pippen. Pass to Vucevic. Now, here's Cunningham. Over Daniels. Cunningham's shot is off. Raptors leading by 3. Inside, here's Thompson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jimmy Butler.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
Thompson taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Michael Jordan, he's checked in for the Bulls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Jordan sets the screen for Pippen. Pass to Jordan. Shoots over Lillard. Good on that shot. And with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Michael Jordan. Lillard outside. Robinson a screen on Jordan. Robinson. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got the lead up to 5 now for Toronto.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, if you fail to get a body on him, he will go to the offensive glass and make you pay.
Pippen, the pass to Butler. Nine feet out. Thompson with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Daniels dishes to George. Robinson a screen on Wagner. Kicks it out to Lillard. Over Jordan. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Robinson.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Outside, Jordan. Pass to Vucevic from outside the arc. It's hauled in by George.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lillard surveying the D. Daniels from outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Butler. Robinson with the block.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
They retain possession.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jordan outside. Pass to Pippen. And the Bulls with another miss. Got it off in time. That shot off. And so it's Toronto in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Taking a look here now at Toronto, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Raptors.
They've been great on the boards. Once these guys establish the position, it's hard to root them out, yeah, Shaq.
Tough physical approach. We'll see if adjustments are made on the other side to try and counter that. That's what you were going to say, wasn't it, Shaq?
Yeah, I was asleep. I'm sorry, Ernie.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Raptors leading by 9. So with Holiday sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Cunningham is out there with Jordan. Then there's Pippen. Then there's Ayton. And it's Butler in at the 4 spot. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Cunningham for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
And defense has to guard K in the corner. He will take and make that shot.
And George kicks to Lillard. Pass to Sabonis. Outside for George. Thompson sets the pick for George. And again, no good by Toronto.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Cunningham sets a screen for Jordan. And it's off from three-point range. Lillard against Cunningham. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. Missed inside.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Offensive rebound. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
The numbers for Lillard. Last season, he played outstanding and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And yeah, he was money from the charity stripe. Only a handful of players shot a better percentage last season. Tremendous asset. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside, George. The wide open look here for Porzingis. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, he's got the green light. Porzingis understands, be ready on the catch.
Jordan outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, and it's no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Thompson misses. Bulls trail by 7. Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Lillard. Cunningham kicks to Jordan. Pulls it up. Rebound by the Raptors. Lillard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Thompson. Sabonis trying to get open. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Lillard.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 9.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Lillard attacking. Out to Thompson. Lob pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Looks like with George, you can just put it up there and the young fella will go get it.
Bulls trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Thompson. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, in the modern NBA, a big that can shoot with range, so important. Kristaps Porzingis from 3.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
We need you to get right now for your north side crew.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Toronto. And a change for the Bulls. Wagner's checked in. Cunningham passes to Jordan. Ayton kicks to Wagner. Pops it up for Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And you know how that play's gonna end. Jordan in the air, adjusting effortlessly.
1:52 left to play here in the third. Stolen by Pippen. And now here's Pippen with the fast break chance.
Look how Pippen stays nimble inside, adjusting to get the shot off despite the contact.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
And both free throws good for Pippen. Raptors leading by 8. Lillard with it. He's got 18. 1:31 left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you expect Paul George to either take it right to the cup or shoot the 3. You give up that in-between space, and he hits the mid-range.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 9. To the inside, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Sabonis. Still scoreless. Sabonis' screen on Jordan. Shot by Grimes. No good. Bulls trail by 8 from the arc. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist from Wagner. Jordan's got 13.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Back to Lillard. Sabonis sets the pick for Lillard. From outside, off the mark. And Wagner's got the ball here for Chicago. Here's Cunningham. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Takes the 13-footer. Lillard misses.
The defense not a factor there. Very surprising he couldn't capitalize.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Raptors lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Robinson. Thompson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Daniels. And it's Grimes in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Thompson against Butler. Oh, no, stopping Butler that time.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
At the elbow, it's Thompson. Over Butler. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And it's 8 points from Amen Thompson. Bulls trail by 5. Now, here's Wagner. Pass to Vucevic. Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Thompson.
If you want to check Jimmy Butler, you better be ready to compete. This guy is always playing hard.
That one misses.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Butler. Back to Bridges. That 3 off the mark. In the corner, Daniels. Back to George. With some arc. Pass to Grimes. The 3-pointer, no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Vucevic. Can't connect from short range. Raptors leading by 5. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Some changes for Toronto. Sabonis, he's checked in for Robinson. Porzingis is coming in for George. And Lillard subbed in for Daniels. Chicago also making some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Vucevic. Jordan comes in for Scottie Pippen. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Mikal Bridges. And a wide open look for Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
The Raptors making a switch here. George is checked in. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Chicago. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Back to Thompson. That's a 2 from Lillard. Gets to the corner and buries it. Lillard's got 20 points.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Butler in the corner. Cunningham sets a screen for Butler. Over Porzingis. Butler, no good.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
George passes to Thompson. Nice D from Pippen. Bulls trail by 4. Jordan dishes to Butler. Nice shot off that time. Nice D from Sabonis. Outside, George. Lillard outside. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the defense knew they messed up there. Can't allow Dame to get his feet set.
Here's Jordan. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And George kicks to Porzingis. George with the screen on Butler. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Bucket is good.
Merciless move by Scotty with the ball, completely unbalancing the defender.
George looking around. Charity strike shot. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Jordan.
And I think hitting that championship-winning shot his freshman year of college, Jordan has brought that clutch gene with him to the pros.
George finds Lillard. And Cunningham with the block. Here's Butler. Nice D from Porzingis. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's the second personal foul. First team foul.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Lillard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Shot from the inbound. Jordan can't get it to go. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Here's Chicago. 7-point differential. They get it back. From past the arc. Connects from downtown. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys did a great job contesting shots and disrupting their offense. What did you like best about the defensive effort tonight?
I think from the beginning of the game, we just started.
Thank you for that, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
Nah, this is just a play now league, bro. It's a simulation.
Along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst, Ali LaForce on the sidelines. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. And for New York, Jackson out there with Carmelo Anthony. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Ginobili in at the 2 spot. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Melo operating in the mid-range, he does such a great job of finding open areas out there where he knows he can dominate.
Booker, good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Ginobili. Pass to Anthony. 5 to shoot. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You know how many times Carmelo Anthony has been bumped like that and still scored? Thousands.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Zubac, screen. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Drops the first.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
He's off on the second.
And shaking his head moment there, had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Second shot opportunity, and it's Wembanyama laying it in.
Yeah, terrific follow-through for Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Brown, a screen on Brunson. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Booker can't get it to go. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Zubac screen from the arc. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. The Knicks have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Brunson on the drive. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes the 8-footer.
When you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside, it can add some spunk to your team.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson passes to Anthony. And the three-pointer goes. Anthony's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Making a change here. Powell's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Levine's checked in. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. Booker looking around. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Outside Levine. Pass to Zubac. Here's Antetokounmpo. There's the triple. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
The defender found himself in the wrong position, and trust me, with Manu, that happens often. Creates the contact to get to the line.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New York.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
First one falls for him. Hero, he's checked in for the Clippers. Both shots good from the stripe.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Zubac. Hero out outside. Can they get it? Pure from three-point range.
You can tell Tyler Hero has put some hours in shooting the rock.
Here's Ginobili. Powell outside. Here's Wembanyama. Great D that time from Zubac. Clippers trail by 6. On the wing, Levine. Brunson defending. Pass to Hero. Jacks up with 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. For 3. And again, the Knicks missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Anthony, the pass to Ginobili. To the right side. Wembanyama against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Ginobili. Wembanyama screen. Ginobili, no good.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The kick out to Brunson. Sends it home from three-point land.
And you can't forget to guard these corner spots, or guys like Brunson will hurt you.
Clippers trail by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hero. Now Antetokounmpo. Over Anthony. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And so the first quarter is in the books. New York out in front, leading by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, BA, if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
We've got Cameron Johnson. He's out there with Rui Hachimura. C.J. McCollum is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Ginobili in a 2-guard. That's the group for New York starting the second. Outside Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, Booker in close.
Most fans think of Devin Booker, they think of the range, but man, he's attacking right now to get to the line.
New York leading by 7. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Outside Levine. Pass to Bain. Launches a 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
checked in for Hachimura. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for the Clippers. Tyler Hero comes in for Bane. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Johnson. The three is up. The Clippers grab the miss. It's Booker on the wing. Not going to go that time. Oh, great D that time from Powell. You know, Brent, C.J. McCollum is just a natural leader, a classic connector.
C.J. has been amazing since day one coming into the NBA. I have no doubt that C.J., after his playing career is over with, is going to spend a lot of time either in the front office or in the league office, the way he presents himself and promotes the game. Class act.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. That free throw, no good.
Amazing to think about Draymond Green and the career arc he's had thus far. He really can guard any position on the floor. He can make plays. Really a unique talent.
Anthony's checked in for Johnson. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Antetokounmpo is checked in for Hero. And he's good on the second.
I mean, so much glue in this guy as Draymond focuses on making all the winning plays that he possibly can.
Pass to Ginobili. Jackson, the screen. Here's Ginobili, defended by Brown. Ginobili gets the bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Antetokounmpo outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Brunson is checked in for New York. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Clippers. Knicks leading by 5. Outside Brunson. Pass to Anthony. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. The shot, no good. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. To the paint. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
That's pretty much textbook screen and roll action with Draymond Green as the screener.
Brunson passes to McCollum. And here's Jackson. Pass to Ginobili. From deep. New York, no good that time either.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
No good on the triple.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Antetokounmpo outside. Green, a screen. Shot from 12. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss. New York leading by 3. Anthony left side. Right side Brunson. Here's Ginobili. Antetokounmpo covering. 6 to shoot. Here's Brunson. Nice shot from the wing. Brunson's got 5 now.
Brunson making the right call. The pick and roll gets him totally set up.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Brunson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's McCollum. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. Clippers trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And it's Brunson picking him up. And rejected.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
And the Knicks making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Levine, he's checked in for Devin Booker. Anthony against Brown. Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
How many thousands of times have we seen Melo in that position to pick up a shooting foul and to force the defense to foul him?
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
At the line, 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Anthony. Some changes for Los Angeles. Zubats comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Devin Booker in for Levine. And Anthony drops them both.
Well, Melo undoubtedly still the leader of this team in terms of when they need to calm it down and they need some offense. He's the guy they're going to look to score it.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Zubats. Outside Booker. The 3. He's off on that one. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. New York out in front, up by 5. Well, now we have some time to check in with Alec. Appreciate it, Alec. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss?
Well, I think for the Knicks, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the New York Knicks.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain this enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, these fans, this team. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you gotta like what Carmelo Anthony has done in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Clippers trail by 5. Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Zubats in at the 5. 5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Anthony outside. Back to Brunson. Uses the glass on the layup. Brunson's
Yeah, my bad, Joe. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I fixed it.
I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Shoots from 14. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Antetokounmpo.
And just lethal as a scorer from all over the floor. Mid-range is in the range for Devin Booker.
Jackson down low. Antetokounmpo's there.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
On the wing, Anthony, defended by Brown. Pass to Brunson. Anthony feeling it out a bit. goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Anthony's got 11.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson, and it's New York with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, BA, the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
Tries a 10-footer, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. New York leading by 3. Brown against Anthony. Off target from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Brown. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Good work there as it goes.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Pass to Brown. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And he gets the bucket.
Terrific initiative from the swing man. Brown is smart at understanding when to look to score inside.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Timeout for the Clippers. Here comes the Knicks City Actors, everyone. Get loud for them.
He's checked in for Jackson. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Levine's checked in. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Booker. Screen by Antetokounmpo. From about 19, that one rolls around and rims out.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Brunson passes to Ginobili. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Brunson missing. Clippers trail by 5. Antetokounmpo finds Booker. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Zubac. Here's Levine for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Anthony. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
For as powerful as Carmelo is at times, he also can show you the soft floater. That time, beautiful touch.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Anthony outside. 55 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Brunson surveys. Back to Anthony. Takes the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's a 5-point game. Misses from short range.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Knicks leading by 5.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
McCollum outside. Shoots over Booker. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly.
Oh man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. New York out in front, up 7. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
Fight through it, okay? You guys screen better, play with more pace, all right? Just for 5 minutes. Give us 5 hard minutes, okay? Hey, next play is 1 hawk. See how
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. The Knicks with the lead. C.J. McCollum is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Norman Powell. Then there's Anthony. And it's Jackson in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 for New York right now. Anthony. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's New York with a rebound. Powell left side. Anthony against Green. Anthony with a bucket. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Carmelo out there salivating going at this defense right now. Even if they're right up on him, he'll just sink just about any shot.
Pass to Brown. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Antetokounmpo against Anthony. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Brown. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
And Giannis treating the defense like a magazine. Easy reading here for him.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Levine with a screen on Powell. And here's Brown for 3, and it's New York with a rebound. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Powell passes to McCollum. Jackson with a screen on Levine. And the Knicks miss again. Clippers trail by 5. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Anthony outside. Fires in the triple. Anthony's got 9 points here in the second half.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Brown passes to Antetokounmpo. Brown in the high post. Working on Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. Hero, no good. Knicks leading by 6. Anthony with a bucket.
points.
He's been so effective down the stretch, capitalizing on all his opportunities.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show up your best move. Let's go!
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Brown. Now Booker. Puts up a three. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got his third assist of the night. Anthony outside. And here's Brunson. Lets the three fly. Giannis with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on it. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times. Well, so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
Seems like Gilgeous-Alexander's next shot is never far off. He can get the bucket they need.
Pass to Jackson. Anthony outside. Shoots over Brown. New York again can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Offensive rebound.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Anthony. Not enough on that one as it misses. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, the strength of Giannis.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Pass to Ginobili. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. On target from range. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Look, for years, he has been the go-to guy with the game on the line. Ginobili coming through there.
And it's good. And tie game. Huge basket right there. Pass to Anthony. Shoots over Brown. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Clippers. Can't cash it in from close range. This play could decide the game. Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A. Wembanyama finds Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Just a load to deal with inside. When Jackson Jr. goes up strong, he puts the defense in difficult situations.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's in. A huge shot to tie it up.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Outside Brunson. Pass to Ginobili. On the wing, Anthony. Shoots over Brown. It's good!
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. And now, time for our player of the game, Carmelo Anthony.
Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Jason Tatum is out there with Thompson. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Wade in at the 2. And for the Lakers, the 2 Lakers stars on the floor. LeBron at the 3 and Davis at the 5. Bryant is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Durant in at the 4. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what'll happen with some of these young players.
Now here's James. Davis with it. Outside, KD. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. KD's got the first points of the night for the Lakers.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
Thompson from long range cans it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
LeBron outside. Pass to Curry. It's up a 3. The Warriors pull it in. The drive by Wade. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
Outside Durant. 3-pointer. Knocks down the 3-ball. KD's got 5 points so far.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He could roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Murray finds Bryant over Wade. Kobe can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Wade, and Davis sends it back.
It's the length of Davis that makes it so hard to shoot over top of.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Clock at 6. Wade gets the bucket.
Love the concentration from Wade. Totally committed to finding a high percentage shot.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. And Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And the basket by Rose.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Outside, KD. Pass to Curry. Some solid defense from Rose.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Durant, no good. Warriors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And the rejection by James.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
The shot's good.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Mobley, he's jacked in for the Lakers. Golden State also making some changes. John Collins comes in for Tatum. And it's Markkanen in for Klay Thompson. Shots good by Siakam.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Now Markkanen after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Siakam finds Markkanen. Now Rose. From deep. Bryant with the rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Out left to the wing. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Markkanen. Mobley with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Kobe, no luck. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Siakam misses.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Markkanen against KD. Count that one.
Markkanen absorbing the contact. He's really good at staying with his shot through that contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Warriors, Lowry Markkanen. At the line for one.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Takes a shot at the elbow. And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys, the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 4-point game. So with Wade on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Lowry Markkanen is out there with Tatum. Then it's Collins. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Kearney in at the one spot.
Ooh, how about that extended range from Tatum? It was an absolute bomb.
Outside Irving. To the middle. And Harden with this stuff.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Buries the long-range jumper.
When you play with stars like LeBron, Harden, KD, Kyrie has learned how to operate off the ball.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
The first free throw is good.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Lakers trail by 4. LeBron passes to Irving. Over Markkanen. Again, Los Angeles.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And the Warriors miss again. For Los Angeles, they've got a nice 3-3 to start the second. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Kevin Durant comes in for Leonard. And Stephen Curry subbed in for James Harden. The Warriors also with a sub. Derrick Rose is checked in for Andrew Wiggins.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Markkanen passes to Rose. A rebound by the Lakers. Irving dishes to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Thompson outside. And here's Rose outside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Curry passes to Mobley. Durant deciding where to go with it. Holds it up there for Mobley. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Evan Mobley. And Kobe is subbed in for Irving. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Golden State.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
James finds Curry. Back to James. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Tatum. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
James, the pass to Bryant. Durant for 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Wade. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
and slide dribble move by Wade, doing just enough to shake off his defender.
Davis kicks to KD. There's the triple from Durant.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Rose dishes to Wade. Some nice passing by Golden State. Rose against Curry. From 18 feet away. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Los Angeles. James way outside. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Thompson. There's the three. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
KD with it. Wade picks him up. Curry, wide open, drills the three-pointer. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 9. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And when Tatum is aggressive like that, it's tough to keep him off the line.
The Warriors have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And that one misses.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And he's good on the second. And here is Curry. 5 points in the game. From deep three-point territory. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Direct your attention to center court. And
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Well, I think for the Warriors, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
Changing topics now, how impressive was Jason Tatum in that first half?
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? A couple of times, you could just see defenders hang their heads, man.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Tatum. The two Lakers stars on the floor. LeBron at the 3 and Davis at the 5. Stephen Curry's out there with Kobe. And it's KD in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Curry passes to Durant. The kick out to LeBron. For the lead. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jason Tatum.
I like when Davis looks to get physical and draw contact, using his size to his advantage.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Arguably one of the best bigs of his generation, Anthony Davis. I know you admire his game.
Well, he takes over the game on both ends of the floor. You would look at a Tim Duncan, a Kevin Garnett, a guy that can beat you with 5 blocks, or a guy that can dominate the post and score 25 a night.
And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
Here's James. Outside for KD. And again, no good by the Lakers.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Thompson. 3-pointer. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
LeBron kicks to Durant. Here's Davis for 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 3 assists in the game. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Warriors. Thompson outside. Shoots the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Wade outside. Thompson inside. Working on James. Here's Wade. Buries it down low. Wade's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And you gotta like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Curry on the wing. He's covered by Rose. Right at the free throw line. Thompson with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Rose passes to Thompson. Tatum with it. This one for 3. Ah, there's Tatum's range on display.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
And the Lakers making a change here. Irving's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. John Collins, he's checked in for Thompson. Curry passes to Irving. Warriors with the rebound. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. The drive by Wade, and it's Wade with the jam.
Wade just gone after his first step. So quick.
Curry kicks to Davis. Outside Irving. Curry deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. Here's KD. And nothing is falling for him right now.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Up top, Tatum. James covering. Tatum's shot is off. Lakers trail by 5. Outside, KD. It's Curry outside. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 1:31 left to play in the third. Rose against LeBron. Now Rose. He has 5. Here's Wade. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Siakam passes to Rose. Wade outside. And then Wade slams it in.
And there's the slam by Wade. Such a remarkable athlete.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The shot by Curry, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Rose passes to Siakam. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Irving from long range bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 6.
A true wizard with the ball. Irving has some of the best handles that we have ever seen at any point in time in history.
And here's Tatum for 3. And Davis pulls it down. James up top over Tatum. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead, leading by 4. 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Collins is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Rose, and it's Thompson in at the 2 guard. Thompson outside. Collins a screen on Hart. Thompson from way outside.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Leonard with this screen on Rose. Irving misses. Warriors leading by 5. Thompson dishes to Rose. And the shot goes down.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Mobley a screen on Wiggins. Holds it up there for Mobley. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rose. The deep 3 from Thompson. No good on the triple.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Harden's shot is off. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And this is what Rose brings to the table. When he gets out in the open court, he doesn't take his foot off that pedal.
Rose against Irving. Over Rose. Mobley the pass to Irving. It's rebounded by Golden State. Collins has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wiggins drawn the double team. Pass to Rose. Lays it up and banks it in. Rose has got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Evan Mobley. Kevin Durant comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Ryan is checked in for James Harden. And Curry subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Golden State, Siakam is checked in for John Collins. Jason Tatum comes in for Markkanen. And it's Wade in for Wiggins. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys.
Thank you, David. Rejected by Kobe.
And I think Kobe saw the shot coming a mile away. He instinctually gets there for the block.
Outside, James. Outside for Durant. Off target with his three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Rose. Back to Thompson. Takes the three. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Lakers trail by 6. Bryant down low. Wade is covered. Good.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
Rose passes to Wade. Thompson kicks to Tatum. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Oh, power move by Kobe.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
Pass to Tatum.
Yeah, easy call.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Bryant. That shot misses. Good D by Wade. Warriors leading by 7. Rose finds Siakam. Now here's Wade. Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Thompson. And the Warriors lead by 9.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's Curry. Outside, Bryant. Davis setting the pick for Kobe. Going inside, and he converts the layup. And it's Wade with the ball for Golden State. Pass to Tatum. From downtown. Unable to get that one.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah.
Durant going down a sledgehammer.
What a big shot from Durant. This guy is the definition of clutch.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and he commits the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really won. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. One second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Nice aggressive defense from Thompson, getting all over the shot and knocking it away.
And so they foul intentionally. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Shooting for Golden State, Derrick Rose.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Fate looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
You got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
The countdown starts now. And a happy Thursday evening to you folks. Hope you're ready for some NBA action here on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. They've got Luka Doncic. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard position. And for New Orleans, we've got Zion Williamson. Julius Randle out there with Halliburton. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Embiid in at the 5. Stan, two of the greatest words in all of sports, opening day.
Absolutely, Brian. Everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going, whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up plays.
Here's Doncic. And Morant clears the board.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Missed inside. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Celtics. DeRozan outside. Pass to Gobert. Here's Doncic. Fires the 3. That shot off the mark. Halliburton outside. Back to Randle. Embiid with it. First quarter of play, a minute in. Clock at 6. The shot off that time. Boston on offense. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
The last time out, they barely captured a win against this team, and it came down to some key turnovers.
Pass to Randle. Gobert against Embiid. Back to Randle. Williamson with it. Over Mitchell. And again, New Orleans no good. Coach, you spent a lot of time in New Orleans. Coach form, as a matter of fact. It's a fun stop in the NBA. There's some amazing food in the Big Easy.
Yeah, Brian, I love the city of New Orleans, but when I coached there, it was in the pandemic. All the restaurants were closed, all the entertainment was closed. We couldn't enjoy the jazz or the food.
Come on. I mean, what can you do defensively? Embiid is pretty much impossible to guard when his jumper is on.
Here's Mitchell. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor, this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Embiid. Pass to Williamson. Back to Embiid. And stolen by Gobert. On the wing, DeRozan. Defended by Halliburton. Outside Mitchell. Over Williamson. Mitchell misses. And it's Williamson with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing by 2. Embiid, a screen on Doncic. Here's Morant. Rebound Boston. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him how they plan to deal with Luka Doncic, and he said, look, we all know what Luka can do. He'll get his points, but we can't let him take over. We have to maintain our focus on defense for every minute of all 4 quarters.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Free throws good. Adebayo at 6'9". Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
And the Pelicans making a change here. White's checked in. And both free throws good for Adebayo.
Well, it's not easy being a 6'9" center in the NBA, but Bam holds his own fine with most of the 7-footers out there.
Now here's Morant. Pass to White. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Adebayo against Williamson. Now DeRozan. And the shot's good.
With his strength and explosiveness, DeRozan's so imposing when he gets it inside.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for New Orleans. Banchero's checked in for Boston. LaMelo Ball comes in for DeRozan. Outside Morant. Pass to Randall. And here's Embiid. Shot clock at 6. White, the pass to Embiid. Counted from distance. Embiid's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, we know Embiid can do it one-on-one, but the catch-and-shoot jumper is showing his versatility.
From deep, here's Doncic. The Pelicans pull it in. Outside White. Embiid, a screen on Doncic. Morant, no good. Boston leading by 3. Fires for 3. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist by Mitchell.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
White, the pass to Embiid. Over Gobert. Embiid misses.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Here's Morant. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Williams finds Morant. Embiid, a screen on Ball. Here's Morant. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Well, he's just lightning fast. Morant is so effective in the two-man game.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Banchero right side. Three-pointer. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Morant surveying the floor. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They lead by 7. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Pelicans trail by 7. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Clint Capella. Tyrese Maxey is out there with ball. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 4-man position. Outside Paul. Kessler, a screen on Maxey. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And finished off by Kessler.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Now here's DeRozan. Up top, Maxey. Up and in on the layup.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Ball passes to White. Williamson for 3. Capella with a rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier. And when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Tyrese Halliburton's checked in for Williams. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Boston. It's both from the stripe. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, BA? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
And so Ben Carroll will bring it up for Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's DeRozan. Muscling in, DeRozan.
DeRozan not trying to do too much inside.
Pelicans trail by 7. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
making some changes. Williams comes in for White, and it's Morant in for Chris Paul. Mitchell's checked in for Boston. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Halliburton outside with the step back. Here's Morant. Boston pulls it in. Banchero right side. Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Nice to see DeRozan take flight and turn back the clock a little bit.
Morant with it. Pass to Williamson. Kessler, a screen on Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And finished off by Kessler.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
On the wing, DeRozan. Banchero outside. The three. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And it's Morant missing.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively. And that's having a ripple effect.
Ball passes to Mitchell. Back to Ball. Pass to Banchero. Adebayo is screen on Williamson. Kessler with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 10. Williamson with it. Guarded now by Ball. Morant, the pass to Kessler. And here's Halliburton. Inside. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Now one on Ball.
Well, getting in Zion's way is really a recipe for contact. You know he won't hold back.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots. Shoot 2.
No good on that one.
And you look at Zion. His combination of size, speed, and strength can be extremely difficult for a defense to have to deal with.
Embiid, he's checked in for New Orleans. Doncic is checked in for Boston. Tyrese Maxey comes in for LaMelo Ball. And the second free throw is good. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Embiid misses.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Pass to Maxey. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Outside, Williams. Now Embiid. 5 points in the game. Williams with it. Back to Embiid. Fires from deep. Doncic pulls down the board. Boston leading by 11. Over Morant. Doncic, no good. And Halliburton has got the ball here for New Orleans. Here's Williamson. Halliburton outside. Pass to Morant. We've got 33 seconds left in the second period. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. Pulls up on the wing. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Doncic has got 5.
And how about the handles Luka has? Phenomenal at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Here's Halliburton. No points yet. Back to Embiid. Denied by Adebayo. And so it's Boston in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back to the game after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Boston Celtics.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis for them coming into this game.
And since we have a moment, let's see what other games are coming up tonight. The Oklahoma City Thunder will go up against the Pacers in Indianapolis. 8:30 Eastern time for the tip there.
Gentlemen, I can't wait for that game. We've been talking about it for a while.
Two great teams just going at it. We'll see which style of play wins out.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, you have to like what we're seeing from DeMar DeRozan.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Pelicans trail by 13. They've got Halliburton, Zion Williamson out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Julius Randle, and it's Embiid in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Fades away. Boston pulls it in. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
To the inside. Halliburton against DeRozan. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Stan, over his long NBA career, DeMar DeRozan honing in his game.
Yeah, Brian, and he's patterned it after his idol, Kobe Bryant. He's also an excellent shot creator. His development as a passer has helped make him a very productive offensive focal point.
The first free throw is good.
Well, I like that DeRozan's one of those guys who can take over a game by himself or be the orchestrator. He adapts to whatever the defense is showing him.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Morant, the pass to Williamson. Back to Morant. Screen by Embiid. Morant, no good.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
DeRozan outside. Let's go with a 3. Joel Embiid with the board.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Halliburton using the vertical there.
Yeah, what a dunk from Halliburton. The defense has to push him further out.
Celtics lead by 13. Pass to Adebayo. Here's DeRozan. Gobert with a screen on Halliburton. The 3 from DeRozan. The Pelicans pull it in. Halliburton, the pass to Randle. Adebayo grabs the board.
Not a great start to this second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Throw it down on the lob.
Well, he can do that. Adebayo's an excellent athlete, even by NBA standards.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to review the game plan. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. 5th best, the Pelicans.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank. And just using the size advantage he has. I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Back to Doncic. Outside for Mitchell. Fires the 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. Doncic has got 7.
How about the hustle from Doncic, a winning player?
Here's Morant. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
DeRozan outside. Adebayo from long range. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Adebayo's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, clearly Adebayo's feeling very confident firing out there from the perimeter.
Morant, the pass to Embiid. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
And New Orleans making a change here. White's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Banchero's checked in. That one misses.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Mitchell. Banchero against Randall. Shot from 12. Banchero no good. And so Morant will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 15-point game. And again, New Orleans no good. Here's Doncic. And the layup is good off the glass. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Williamson outside. Off target from outside. Boston leading by 17. Doncic passes to Banchero. We've got 1:48 left in the third. And it's Doncic missing. The Pelicans have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Embiid elevates.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Doncic finds DeRozan. Williams grabs the board. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Embiid. Six on the shot clock. Back to Morant. Lets it go from deep. Boston pulls it in. Banchero in the post. Checked by Randall. And it's good for 2. Banchero's got 10.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Randall with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Randall can't hit.
And And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Doncic outside. Here's Banchero. 10 points for him. Offline with a 3. Now here's Embiid. The floater. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics looking in total control with this 17-point advantage.
Easy for his teammate.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Banchero out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ball in at the point. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 17. White drives in. Got a piece of it.
The size of Porter can sneak up on you. He's a surprising 6'10".
Offensive rebound. Second chance effort. And Ball with the layup. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Well, I like how White has upgraded his ball handling over the years. A big part of his growth.
Here's Banchero. Good D by Harris. The Pelicans shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Pass to Halliburton. Releases. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
What a release. Halliburton getting rid of it.
Banchero with it. Halliburton picks him up. A screen on Halliburton. Here's Banchero. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Kessler.
Shooting for Boston. Paolo Banchero at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
And New Orleans making a change here. Randall is checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Porter Jr. And he sinks the second.
Well, look, Banchero's a guy who can put the offense on his back. And sometimes he can do it for long stretches.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And the Pelicans with possession here. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Morant, the pass to Halliburton. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Halliburton looking over the floor. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game for New Orleans. Embiid, he's checked in for Kessler. Williamson comes in for White. And it's Chris Paul in for Ja Morant. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Boston. Doncic comes in for Mitchell.
Fearless from beyond the arc. LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
Paul against Ball. Halliburton for 3. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
He's really carrying the load. but no man can do it all by himself.
Pass to Adebayo. Doncic with it, defended by Halliburton. Wing shot on the way. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Williamson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now Halliburton, guarded by Doncic. Randall, a screen on Doncic. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Halliburton nails the 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Boston leading by 12. Ball outside. Shoots over Paul. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Yeah, terrific work from the mid-range. Ball has an impressive feel when to take these shots.
Embiid against Gobert. Elbow shot on the way. Embiid can't hit. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Here's Halliburton. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Inside, you have to try something to stop Randall. But he gets physical right back and draws a good shooting foul.
And that one misses. Morant, he's checked in for Chris Paul. And the Celtics also making a change. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for LaMelo Ball. He hits the second from the line.
And this is the problem with playing from behind. Missing freebies takes on greater importance.
Boston leading by 13. And here's Doncic outside. Rebounded by Halliburton. Pass to Morant. A minute and a half left in the game. And the shot goes down.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
The Celtics have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. On the wing, Mitchell, covered by Williamson. Oh, easy 2 for Gobert. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Gobert against Embiid. Williamson outside. Here's Randall. DeRozan with the rebound.
No wonder he's been off the mark. He's been hanging in the background, somewhat uninvolved tonight. Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Celtics.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they didn't deviate from their game plan against this team. It's what helped them win their first 2 games against them. Add another one to the win tally for them.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Luka Doncic.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
That's good from Williamson.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Williamson hits them both. There's 38 seconds left in the final quarter. Ball against White. Up top ball. And that one's good. And the Celtics lead by 13.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Luka, you played well tonight, and your team got the win. Those two usually go together, but what else made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Team defense goes a long way. Thanks, Luka.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.